write down the problem. A top view of a square lamina of sides 30 mm is a rectangle of sides 30 by 20 mm with the longer side of the rectangle being parallel to both HP and VP. Draw the top and front views and find the inclination of surface of the lamina with HP and VP. See, underline this last term, inclinations with HP and VP. Find the inclination of the surface of the lamina with HP and VP. So that is very, very important term. And this is the condition. There is a square. Have completed writing the problem?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. See, read the problem statement properly. First and foremost thing is to read the problem statement properly. Top view, the top view of a square lamina of 30 mm side. The lamina is of 30 mm sides and the top view is a rectangle. You need to read like this. The top view is a rectangle of the square lamina. Problem statement will be given as it is like this, what you are reading now. Reading the sentence and understanding the problem is very, very important. The top view looks like a rectangle. That is what you need to understand. And of what lamina? Of a square lamina. Original says true shape of the lamina is 30 mm. After giving it some inclination, I don't know how much, what is the angle. After giving it some inclination, it looks like a rectangle of sides 30 by 20 mm. I hope we solved some problem in square lamina. The very first problem we solved is a square lamina, right? After giving it some inclination, after giving 40 mm side lamina, 40 mm side square lamina on HP, giving it some 45-degree inclination.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes. Yes.
Sir,
Am I audible now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Is it clear? Video. See, top view of a square lamina is seen as a rectangle of sides 30 by 20 mm. The first problem in planes we solved is of a lamina problem. Top view, see, directly second view condition is given. This top view, which is seen as a rectangle for the square lamina, is given here in this condition. Top view is seen as a rectangle of sides 30 by 20 with see, width is given, and then the third condition comes into existence. That is the third position. That is, see, till here two conditions are over: initial position and second position. That is, it is a initial position is a square lamina. I have to draw a square lamina. See, first position. See, first position on HP. Next, I have to give it some inclination. I don't know how much, but in the second top view, it should look like a rectangle. Okay, next, as the front view here is a line and here also it is a line, I can shift the line to the new position. I'll explain how to do that. Next, in the second top view, it is seen as a rectangle of 30 by 20 with the longer side of the rectangle being parallel to both HP and VP. See, now if I rest it like this, whatever the top view that I get, this side AD will be longest side, that is 30 mm of a rectangle. This 30 mm, I am going to shift it to the new position in such a way that AD is parallel to both HP and VP. Got it? It is parallel to both HP and VP. Please understand this. I am shifting my camera to the new position. Just check it if it is visible or not. Just hold on for a second. See, imagine a quadrant like this, vertical plane and a horizontal plane, which is held like this, vertical plane and a horizontal plane. A vertical plane. I hope it is clear.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, VP and HP, I have used this. And there is an RPP, right, profile plane here, which will be associated with vertical plane and horizontal plane like this. So whenever you see the front view and top view, you represent the front view and top view and use it in such a way that horizontal plane will be rotated in the clockwise direction. Similarly, RPP will be opened against the vertical plane. So that basic you are familiar with. Now there is a square. Now there is a square. I am placing it on horizontal plane such that AB is on my left, AB is on my left side. Next, this is on HP. I can represent the true shape, the first position, first assumption on the with respect to the side condition AB on the left. So what will be the front view? Front view on XY line will just be a line view. Yes or no? The front view of this object will just be a line on XY line. Next, I will just give some inclination to this in such a way that I'll keep this AB constant on HP. Here rest, I'll make this edge to rest on HP like this. I don't know how much it is inclined, whether it is 30 degree, 40 degree, but it is seen as a rectangle in the top view. Now when I see this, it is seen as a rectangle in the top view. In top view, it is seen as a rectangle here after some inflation. Now also the front view will just be a line. Next, important criteria is given here for the third condition. What is the third condition? What does the third condition say? The third condition says that you need to find out, see, VP, HP like this, initial position, second position. So third condition is in such a way that it is given like the longer side of the rectangle, see now this is the longest side, that is 30 mm, is parallel to both VP and HP. So I have to shift this, whatever the apparent shape that I have got, I will shift it to the new position in such a way that this AB, are you able to see this AB is parallel to both HP and VP. In this condition, I have to place it in the third position. This surface inclination remain constant, what you have got in second position. Are you able to get it? This edge AB, what it was lying on here on the side, and I am inclining it. Next, this side AB, I am shifting it to the new position like this. Are you able to understand the condition?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Next, very important. Last, I informed you to underline something in the statement. That is nothing but find the inclination of the surface of the lamina with HP and VP. See, when the lamina is resting like this, I have to identify the inclination with HP and inclination with VP. Into VP, how much it is inclined to. Can I find the inclination directly in the front view and top view? It is not possible. I have to project this lamina to the new plane, that is the right profile plane. I will project this side view. I will project this final view. To the new plane, that is the side plane, RPP, right profile plane. That is, I will see this object from the left. I will see this object lamina from the left and project it on right profile plane. Able to get it? Then only I can identify the inclination with VP and inclination with HP of the lamina. That means, see, I'm rotating here like this. Inclination with HP I can see on RPP. Inclination with VP also I can see in RPP. If I draw the side view, what will be the side view of in this position? What will be the side view of this lamina in this position? Can anybody guess?
Inclined line.
AB is like this. I am seeing the object from the left. Okay, I am seeing the object from the left now. Forget about front view and top view on HP. Now the lamina is inclined like this. Then what? How does it look in the side view? Again, see here, I'll project it like this in the side view. Again, it is just a line, something like an inclined line. I'll get a inclined line.
Inclined line.
Yes or no? When I get that inclined line, that means that I can find out the inclination with VP, inclination with HP in this condition. Able to get it? Inclination with HP and VP. When this longest side AB is parallel to both VP and HP, I can find out. Are you able to understand the problem?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Inclination with HP and VP. You need to find out the inclination with HP and VP. Then how you are supposed to follow is important. Whenever the such statements are given, like inclined to HP and VP, find the surface of the lamina inclined to HP and VP, then you are supposed to follow this method. Are you able to get it? For example, I'll assume we are
Yes, sir.
using this side view AB. So we'll start drawing the problem and let us make this assumption. We'll rotate it back. What is the first step? I have to assume that lamina is in horizontal plane, not in vertical plane. So I have to draw the true shape on HP. Draw the true shape properly on HP. First draw XY line. First draw XY line and represent XY. VP, HP. Next, I'll draw the true shape of the square lamina of 30 mm. On the left hand side, I need to get 30. So 3 boxes, I have drawn a line. 3 boxes, 3 boxes, 3 boxes, and 3 boxes. Please annotate and continue. What I'll do is I'll just annotate it A, B, C, and D. Any name you can give. See, you can name it as A, B, C, D also. So AD will be the edge on the left hand side. That is also possible. So I'll draw the thin line towards vertical plane and draw the front view which of 30 mm. See the, I hope this line thickness is visible for you, and name the front view. B is seen first and then A. So A will be inside the brackets. C is seen first and then D. So D will be inside the brackets. Dimension it at an appropriate place. What I'll do is I'll dimension only 30 mm here. I'll be dimensioning it here 30. A square 30 I can dimension here. Dimension properly and continue. Finished? Next, there is no inclination given here. There is no inclination given here, but directly second top view is given here. So what I'll do directly, I'll draw the second top view. See here, 30 mm by 20 mm rectangle, 30 by 20 rectangle. I'm directly drawing 30 by 20 rectangle. So I'll dimension 20. Whatever given numbers in the problem, first try to dimension it. See, this is 20. I can draw a thin lines here, and then here projection lines are there. So I'll dimension 30 again here. This is the dimension of the rectangle, not use 2H pencil and dimension it properly. 30 by 20 is a rectangle. What is seen when the lamina is inclined at a particular angle. Here you can see square 30. Here 30 by 20 rectangle. Now again I'll name it A, B, C and D. Now which is the longest side of this rectangle?
30.
Yes, 30 is the longest side. What is the name? The name can be AB or DC, both of it.
AB, DC.
Got it? Anything can be there. But what I'll do here is, even step by step, everything is important for us. So here what I'll do is, I'll draw a line towards the right hand side. That means I'll keep AB, edge AB on HP. You can keep DC also, no problem. But I'll continue with AB on XY line. So what I'll do, from A, I'll draw a line till it meets this XY line. Again from B also, and name it as B dash of A dash. This is the position. Next, same front view length, I'll take the measurement. Same front view length, I'll take the measurement. And I have to mark it here at some angle. I don't know the angle. So what I'll do, from D and C, I'll draw a projector towards vertical plane. From C and D, I'll draw a projector towards vertical plane. D and C, I have drawn a projector vertical on the towards the vertical plane, and where this distance meets the front view distance of 30 mm, where it meets on this line, I am going to stop it there. See, this from the same front view length I have measured here, B dash of A dash to C dash of D dash, and with B dash of A dash as center in the second front view, I'll draw an arc here. I'll draw an arc here on this DC line so that I'll get the new front view at some angle which I don't know. This will be C dash of D dash, the front view. See, first position, second position is over. Now I have to make AB, see, I have to make AB parallel to both HP and VP. See, parallel to both HP and VP. Now shift the same figure, second top view, to the new position. Shift the second top view to the new position in such a way that AB, see, I'll repeat again. This is AB. For AB is 30 mm, 3 boxes. This is A and this is B. Imagine you are simply rotating this rectangle like this. See, this is the rectangle. I am shifting it and rotating it like this. Shift the same rectangle to the new position. So A will come here and B will come here. What does this mean? Can anyone tell me what does this mean?
Longest side is parallel to HP and VP.
This AB in the third position says that the longer side of the rectangle is parallel to both HP and VP. See, till here, the problem is over, almost maximum marks. So out of 25, 20 marks is over here if you complete this drawing. So AB is over, BC is 20 mm. So 2 box, I'll draw a line. Again, I'll complete this figure for 30 by 20 and name it appropriately. See, only if you name and continue, you can understand ABCD. This AB represents the longest side, 30 mm, is parallel to both HP and VP, and that is resting on XY line. Now I'll draw the front view here. Right from A, B, C, and D, draw the projectors where it is meeting here in the vertical plane. Let us see AB. See here, AB is resting on XY line. So first complete AB always. If it is a corner, first complete the corner. If it is an edge, first complete that edge. A is here, so I'll name this as A dash. So B is here, so I'll name this as B dash. So AB is the edge on A dash B dash. Next, C and C dash is meeting here. C and C dash is meeting here, and D dash is meeting here when you draw the projector towards the right hand. From C dash, I'll draw a projector towards the right. Right? This will be C dash, and this will be D dash. Finished?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Next, very important step. Somewhere here, I'll draw a line which represents x1, y1. It can be named as x dash y dash and name it as RPP. I hope you have understood this side condition. So remember points. In points, we did a problem. See, I have opened this points problem. If you want A double dash, draw a line from A to 45-degree line. From 45-degree line, extend the line towards the vertical plane where it meets a projector from A dash. That is the position of A double dash. Got it? So what I'll do here is I'll draw a 45-degree line. Draw a 45-degree line. Here, from here, draw a 45-degree line joining the diagonals of the box. I'll draw a 45-degree line. Next, from A, draw a line till it meets 45-degree line. From A, draw a line till it meets 45-degree line. It is meeting here. Extend it further upwards towards the RPP. Towards the RPP, I am drawing the arrow marks. Just refer it. So A dash is here. So this is the position of A double dash. Whether it is inside the brackets or outside the brackets, we'll check it later. Next, again from B also I'll draw a projector. Again from B also I'll draw a projector. It meets 45-degree line here. And then I'll extend it further. So from B dash also I am drawing a line. This is the same position. So first I am seeing B and then A. So B double dash and of A double dash is very, see here, look here. When looking at this figure, this is B and this is A. So first I am seeing B and then A and projecting it on right profile plane. So A will be inside the brackets, that is this position. Next again from C I'll draw a projection, a projector line which meets 45-degree line. It is meeting somewhere here from C. Again from D also I'll draw a line till it meets 45-degree line. It is meeting somewhere here. Next I'll extend it further till I'll extend it further here till I get C double dash of D double dash, which can be obtained like this. C double dash of D double dash, extending this line towards here. So see here, C 45-degree line where it is meeting C double dash, C dash, it is from here. So this is C double dash. So C double dash is written here. Next is D. D projector from the top view is meeting 45-degree line here. From here you are extending it further towards D dash projector. Then it will be same position, C double dash of D double dash. First C is seen and then D is seen. First C and then D, first B and then A. So this is the position C double dash and this is the position of A double dash. So the whole lamina will be seen just as a line in the side view. Now you have to identify the inclination of the lamina with HP is how much and inclination of the lamina with VP is how much. So can anybody tell me how much it is? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
48. 48.
49, sir.
Inclination to HP, how much? Inclination to HP.
$49, sir.
Okay, 49. I'll consider 48 degree. Next. Inclination to VP. What is this inclination to VP? To VP, how much degrees is it inclined? It is obvious totally it should be
180. 132.
Hey, inclination to VP. See here, this is vertical plane. See, this is vertical plane. Got it? Even you can consider it is inclined to vertical plane. The lamina is inclined like this and is positioned like this as an AB condition. Got it? When it is inclined like this, inclined to HP is 48 degree. So when if it is not vertical, exactly parallel, you can keep it parallel also and you can make it as parallel and 0 degree. Got it? So it is totally from here, from this reference you must take, that is nothing but 42 degree. Totally it should be 90 degree. Inclination to VP. In the side 35 by 20 mm, it is a rectangular lamina. I can hold this rectangle like this also. This is 35 and this can be 20 mm. Rest on HP on one of its shorter edges. See, then I have to rotate it back like this. So I have kept the shorter edge on my left hand side. Got it? This rectangle is resting on one of its shorter edges, that is 20 mm. 20 mm is the shorter edge. The lamina is rotated about the edge on which it rests. So this is the edge on which it is it is resting and it is rotated like this. It is rotated like this. I don't know how much inclination. Till it appears as a square in the top view. It is rotated at some angle, it is seen as a square in the top view. At what dimension it is seen as a square in the top view? This dimension is 20 mm. So second top view will be of what size square?
Sir, video is blur, sir.
120.
Now,
Yes, sir.
see, this is a rectangular lamina of 35 by 20 mm. It is resting on a side of 20 mm, side 20 mm, which is nothing but the shorter side or a shorter edge. The lamina is rotated about the edge on which it rests. See, I am giving it some inclination. I am giving it some inclination 10 degree, 20 degree, 30 degree, 40 degree. I don't know how much I have to give, how much inclination I have to give. But in the second top view, it is seen just as a square. Of what dimension? Can anybody tell me?
20 into 20.
20 by 20 square. Yes, it is seen as a, because this is 20 mm is the shortest side. When I incline like this will be a square of 20 mm in the second top view. And then the edge on which the lamina rests, I'll assume this edge is AB, is parallel to both HP and VP. See, next, this second top view, I'll shift it like this as you did in the previous condition. This edge of the square is shifted in such a way that it is parallel to both HP and VP. And then very important, draw the projections and find the inclinations to HP and VP. Underline this, then you are supposed to identify the problem inclination with VP in this condition on RPP only. On RPP only, you are supposed to find out the inclination to VP. So you have to use this method when it is given inclination of the lamina with HP and VP if it is given. So I'll start the problem. First I'll draw the XY line. First, I'll draw an XY line, a thin line on the printed line. Please draw it on the printed line, XY, VP, HP on the left hand side. I don't know where RPP comes, so wait till it is appearing. So first I'll construct a rectangle of 20 mm sides. So 20 mm by 35 mm. So 3.5 box. 3.5 box I am taking here. So construct it properly if you have got the necessary representation. 3.5 box I have made it. So this is a rectangle which where I have kept the side here of 20 mm. So 20 mm I have placed it here and then dimension it as 20 mm. This is 20. And I'll draw the extension lines and I'll dimension this as 35 on this printed line. 35 I am dimensioning it like this. Next I'll draw the front view as I am assuming this on lying on HP. I'll draw the front view from this line to this line and give it a name immediately. So A, B, C, and D. This will be B dash of A dash. This will be C dash of D dash. So given numbers in the problem must be dimension 20 and 35 is given. Front view dimension is not given. Leave it as it is. Make it dark. Next, the same rectangle is seen as a square in the top view. Directly draw a square of 20 mm. So directly I am drawing a square of 20 mm. So this is a square of 20 mm in the top view. Read it properly. One of its, the lamina is rotated about the edge on which it rests. I am considering AB as an edge to be resting on HP till it appears as a square in the top view. Square in the top view. So top view is seen as a square. Second top view is a square. When it is given as top view in the square, as you are seeing here, you have to draw the initial position on HP only. So this is a square 20 mm. So I'll just represent a square 20 mm dimensioning as I have mentioned here. Next, I'll draw the front view and name it. So obviously this will be A, B, C, and D. So A, B, I dropped it till the vertical plane, and from DC also I am extending a projector above. So A, B of B dash of A dash is meeting here. You can leave one more box here, gap. You can leave some more gap here and then continue, no problem. Then take the measurement of this front view, that is 35 mm. See here 35 mm I am taking the measurement, and see here 35 mm I am taking the measurement, or whatever the front view length may be, I am taking it in compass with B dash of A dash as center. See here with B dash of A dash as center, I am drawing an arc. That is, I am maintaining the same line length. I can take a scale and mention 35 here only directly. See, this will also be 35 if it is possible. Please do it if you can do it in a proper way. B dash of A dash and C dash of D dash, I have found out. Next, I have to shift the top view to the third position in such a way that the edge on which the lamina rests. Which is the edge on which the lamina is resting?
AB.
AB is the edge on which the whole lamina is resting. So make it parallel to both HP and BP. See AB, construct AB here in such a way that, see, I'll just leave some gap here for, so A and B 20 mm. See, this is the edge on which the whole lamina is resting. Here AB I have reconstructed here such that it is parallel to both HP and VP. Construct this figure. A, B, C and D. Very simple. A, B, first draw the, in the front view how it looks. A, B, I have drawn here. So A and A dash projected is meeting here. This will be A dash. This will be B and B dash is meeting here. That will be B dash. And then extend the projector above on the printed line from C dash of D dash. I'm going to draw a line, and this is C dash and this is D dash. Complete it as a rectangle. Similar to the previous problem, I'll draw an x1, y1 line. I'll draw a x1, y1 line and draw a 45-degree line. From this junction, from this intersection of xy and x1, y1 line, I'm going to draw a 45-degree line. And from A, just check it slowly. From A, I'm drawing a line till it meets 45-degree line. From B also, I'm drawing a line till it meets 45-degree line. Again, from C and D also, I'm going to draw a line till it meets 45-degree line. It is meeting here. From AB, I'll extend the line further above, which is on XY line. So this will be B double dash of A double dash. I've got the location here. Next, CD is meeting here. I'll extend this line further above. And C dash of D dash, I'll extend the line here. So this is C double dash of D double dash. So join this. We'll get the side view and identify the inclination with HP and inclination with VP. With VP means inclination from this line, how much it is. So erase the extra line. See, this line, 45-degree line is extra for me. I'm going to erase it. It is not at all necessary. Any small lines which are not necessary, you can erase it and make it neat. And draw the arrow marks so that you will understand the procedure of how you have followed. Later, if you open the book on the previous day of the examination, with these arrows, there is no connection between this line, this figure and this figure. So make sure about it and then complete it. Only the name, AB, how you annotate is important.